Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome to JJ's Chess Pots or Palace. I just realized something. And they delayed the patch for this new character. And they're a day ahead. So I got a feeling that at 9 o'clock we're going to have a patch come in. So this might be a short stream. Just telling you, it might be. And again, not getting to Guardia because of the event for the Otherworld dungeon. And then everything. Hey, Reckless, how you doing? So I think we only got about 30 minutes. We'll see. And I might change the stream. So let me get the YouTube up. Multi-streaming on YouTube. I just realized it. I got a feeling it's going to be a patch. It was supposed to be. I moved it Thursdays for Wizardry at night so that I would miss the patch on Wednesdays. And I got a feeling that the Wizardry big patch, and everybody's thinking it might be a bard, which would be very interesting. That didn't. What did, oh, wait a sec. I messed up. How you doing? Thank you, Reckless. I appreciate you, man. Discord, TikTok. Let me get the YouTube up here in the multi-stream here. But I got a feeling we're going to get a patch. And if that is the case, I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. Could go to Arc Raiders. Or I could play the Wizardry Proving Ground of Mad Overlord reboot. Might ask. And if people aren't really watching or whatever, I don't know. We'll just see. Today was good, my first stream in ages, and it went good, like 7 to 5 viewers. You're doing better than me, man. You're doing better than me. Good for you. That's awesome, man. That really is. Keep it up. Keep it up. Very, very cool. That's pretty cool, man. That is good. You haven't been. It's Friday night. Thursday, on my Twitch schedule. I hit schedule and I have it all scheduled out. Friday and Saturday nights are the arenas. Monday nights challenges. Tuesday nights an arena. So it's Tuesday, Friday, Saturday at 6:30, and at 6:30 on Monday night is chess puzzles and challenges that I take. So tonight's Wizardry.
Welcome to the Guild Tavern.
Tomorrow afternoon is Arc Raiders. And then Saturday at noon and Sunday at noon is Wizardry. And also Tuesday at noon is Wizardry. So one night a week for Wizardry. I do four chess, 4 Wizardry, 4 Arc Raiders. Yeah, they're getting closer. So we've got 25 minutes. I got a feeling that it's going to be a patch. But yeah, Thursday nights usually Wizardry. And I got a feeling that I remember reading it last night because I came on after, because the patch comes back at 12 midnight, maybe 12:30 when they're done, and it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon there. Wizardry, this game I think is going to be the new content's coming in 25 minutes. Because it was supposed to be last night and they delayed it.
Leave this matter to me.
So if that happens, I've got a choice to make on what I want to stream. And then depending on viewers, if I don't get a lot of viewers, then, I might just close it down. But I could just switch to Arc Raiders. Or I could go Wizardry Old School, Wizardry Proving Grounds, and Mad Overlord reboot. So I don't know, but I got a feeling.
Supplies have arrived.
We'll find out at 9 o'clock my time. And it's usually a 3-hour. It's usually a 3-hour patch, so it'll be midnight my time when it comes back. No, I enjoy it. I really do. And it gives me something to do while I'm stressing out with all the real life weird stuff that's happened. I mean, it keeps me busy, And then like I put YouTube videos up, so I would normally put YouTube videos up after this. I put one up on Arc Raiders because it was a situation where I accidentally downed a guy by mistake. I was running for the exit. I was in trouble. I had a leaper and a comet on me. One comet exploded. The other one was right on my head. I got into extract. I went right for the extract. I did not see him on the ground at all. Because it's in, it's third person, so I did not see him as I'm running in. And I went to hit the extract, which would have saved both of us. And instead, he was in front, down on the ground. And when I hit E, it hit him, and I punched him out and kicked him out again, and killed him, knocked him out of the game. I was pretty upset, actually. It took me about 35 minutes to recover from that. I was like, and I hit the extract. I got out safely. I got down too, because I stopped for a minute. I couldn't believe what was happening. I didn't realize I was hitting a raider down below me, and you can see by the video, and it's already got almost 1,000 views. I just put it up before this, so. It was crazy.
Safe travels.
It was crazy. Summono, gotcha. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. I hope you're doing well in A3. It's my least favorite place in Daphne. Yeah, I'm having a hard time. I've been here since September. Been really stuck. And I ran into a lot of bugs, and a couple of them really bad where I had to redo all the content and wheel back. Crazy stuff like I locked up. I was in the room where the golem goes through the floor, and I was checking out the weak area in the corner, and I was just going to look at it, and everything locked up. So I had to reboot. I had to do everything, come back. I lost my sense of where I was, and I moved forward, and I go through, and I hit the corruption sentry, but I didn't hit the ground. So not only had the bug that totally locked my computer up, but I'm flying around like Mary Poppins up in the rafters, going through the walls. And I've had a few of them, and every time I seem to make progress, it takes me back. And I ran into the, I was on the way to my first gatekeeper encounter when the maps got wiped and everything got the cloud of war came back. Sentinels were the roaming sentinels, not the corrosion ones, were in between two squares. They wouldn't move. Sometimes they were in your path. You had to try to kite them, but they were so fast. If they hit you once and you lost, you try to recover and move again, they hit you again, and then you're dead. And on the fourth one, and so I had a really hard time with it. So no, it was brutal, and it has been brutal. So I've been, I think I'm on my second run for like a month and a half now. I mean, it's got a great video of the first time I attacked the gatekeeper, 30 minutes. It's on JJ Plays Wizardry on YouTube. But yeah, I've been here for a month and a half. I might not get out for another month. I mean, it's been freaking. Went out of the Baron's room, and I accidentally hit W twice. And I'm a keyboard player. I played Proving Grounds: The Mad Overlord, 1981. 2 weeks after it released, I bought it on the Apple II Plus. Played Knight of Diamonds, got through that. Proving Grounds, got through that. Legacy of Llylgymn, took my characters over, found out they all died and their descendants took over. I about shit my pants when I put my save floppy in. And then some of the items came through and some of the stats, but played Legacy, beat it. Did not get past Return of Verdnight. That was brutal. But I do think my characters, because I did send them to Surtec, I do think my characters were used in that game. So, because I completed all 3 games prior. So, with that, and I'm almost 70 years old. So, I was 25 when I bought my Apple II Plus that October. And I think about it on the 1st or the 2nd. And the Apple guy said, hey, this new... You're buying, I bought 3 Zorks, 1, 2, and 3, and Apple Adventure, and a football paddle game, American football. Guy goes, are you into D&D? And I go, yeah, man, I love role-playing. I love that. He goes, you got to get this game. It's amazing. It's got graphics. And I'm like, really? This game that Garrett made from Ultima, his first one, it wasn't on the shelves. It wasn't there. I was from Spokane, Washington, so I never saw that one. But vector line graphics. I mean, it was an amazing game. And all my friends would come over and watch, and we'd take characters. Sorry, and I would move for them, and then they'd decide what they were doing. And the puzzles and the others, Knight of Diamonds, getting the Knight of Diamonds historic equipment, and with Legacy, and I know the whole storyline. So I'm an original player. No hair. I act young. That's a good thing. But let me get the daily done here because I got 15 minutes to do it. So this might be a short stream, or I might go to Proving Grounds or Arc Raiders. I don't know what I'm going to do, but
What do you see?
I forgot there's a possible possible update tonight,
All excellent
and I
choices.
think there
Very
is.
good.
So let me get this really quick.
I am always
We'll get
ready
these.
to serve.
And because I'm an old school player,
This place is as
I level
gloomy
up
as
a lot of
always.
characters. And in right now I have 52. I should have 55 here shortly, and probably 60, because I've spent so much time trying to redo everything. And Guardia has been, God, Guardia's brutal. Love the game. I do love the game. I really think they should go back and have people go through it and really go through it and make sure it is clean and smooth for a player experience. Because the storyline's great, but you add bugs to the mix and it's a shit show. And I love this game. I love Wizardry, always have. And yeah, so what class do you think the new character's gonna be? You know, they could bring in a bard. It looks like a bard to me. I saw that picture too. I mean, it could be a ranger, could be a third ranger. I've got both. It really could. I don't think it's going to be a thief. I think it'd be more of a ranger class. And the
Welcome to the
possibility,
Guild Tavern.
and I'll just look,
Party formation
I'll just show you
is
my
key.
characters really quick, and then I got to get these 3 dailies going. And I'm leveling up other characters, obviously. But if you see all the 60s I've got, and this is because I've been in freaking Guardia forever, but I think I've got 52 now. So it's got a lot of characters. But
The requests
that
are
would be
this
cool if it was a bard. Reminds me of Bard's Tale. Back in the day I played that series. It would be really cool if it was a bard.
Oh my.
Yeah, I have 52 right now. I think I'm going to have 60 here shortly. But I've been stuck in frickin' Guardia forever, so
Safe travels.
what I do is I do these dailies every day. I get my 10 gems from the jeweler, and then I do my dailies and get 20 gems, and I run through it, and I level 3 or 4 characters up at the same time. And I've just been working on that. This is going to be a little harder, though. I brought a Benius with me. I also have Levana at 60. Those are my 2 really good characters. But it uses my favorite character. I'm glad I got her. And I got all 3 items with her. 2 were mythic, and so I was really happy.
Don't you know I go all out?
But let me look. We got 846, so I got to bust ass here because I got a feeling we're gonna hit the patch. So I am gonna do something I don't do. I usually will do Cones or the evade, and put a battle grip. But I think I'm just gonna roll with it and just try to do some damage if I can, really fast. And gosh, let's see. No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to do Laconis twice. Might take a hit, but that's okay.
This is no no time to hold back.
Ah, shit.
Go.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I did change it today. So. How's that? That fix it? I did a TikTok video. I had to change to my JLabs. Hopefully JLabs isn't. So can anybody tell me if I'm double speaking or your in-game audio is coming through twice? How's now? It fixed it? Cool, cool. All right. So it's fixed? Yes, no? It's fixed? Yeah, I did a preview on TikTok. I updated my preview, so I had to switch to the mic on my camera instead of my good mic. So the settings got switched. And I apologize.
Here I come. Flash. Not yet.
Okay. I'm just gonna nuke these guys. Get through it.
Don't you know?
But this is how. Hopefully I fixed it. Sorry I hit the mic off, yeah. Right on. Thank you so much. Let's get this guy out of here.
Leave it to me.
But the other thing, by playing these characters, and I'm just going to use... by playing all the characters to 60, I know what they do, and it helps in the long run. When I formed party, had a hell of a time with the copper, though. I've tried it 3 times, and it'll probably take me a month to try it again. That was just disgusting. High hit points, just excessive hit points, and evade. And I've been a gamer. I mean, I've been playing, you know, not only Wizardry, but other games, but I also played Ultima Online, EverQuest, World of Warcraft, Star Wars Galaxy, Star Wars Old Republic, Camelot. I mean, all the way through Age of Conan. I even played Defiance. I mean, now playing Arc Raiders as well. So it's
The requests are this way.
Oops. I get talking, I lose my train of thought here, but and then I'm a really good, pretty decent chess player. Let's just say decent chess player, face to face, not speed chess player, but face to face chess player. Definitely an old school boomer gamer. I thought it was lazy. I mean, I really did. I love what Wizardry does. I love what Dracom does. Their customer service is fantastic. Their patches, they give back to the community, which a lot of
The requests are this way.
games of this nature
Oh my.
don't. But this isn't a freaking gotcha game. This is a 5-star title. It's the best Wizardry I've ever seen and played. And
Safe travels.
it's too bad there's some hiccups in this game. People won't notice it until they get to Guardia, but it really needs to be addressed. I wish they would, but I'm an old man. What do I know? You know.
I only have business with corpses.
Hush. Don't you know? I
And
go
let's
all
see,
out?
we got
My grand
8 minutes, so I gotta clear this quick.
through dance. That's our way.
It's gonna be a little bit problematic here. I got a feeling Patrick's gonna come in. I mean the update. I'm hoping it's a bard though. I'm hoping it's a bard. I don't even know if I'll do the copper grade for a while. I'm so upset about it. Tried it 3 different times. Took 2.5 hours to get there.
This could be dangerous. Dwarven
Finally get to the necrocore and get smoked in 5 minutes. 3 one-shots. I was...
Leave it to me.
that was my 3rd attempt. And I went through all my potions, so, I mean... It was brutal. It was so brutal.
This will give us a bit of an edge.
No, I think it's amazing that this is a legit 5-star title. I really do. I think they did the right thing. I think some of the things are too expensive, but I have paid for it. I probably put $700 in myself. And,
Grand flourish.
you know, it's...
We speak through dance.
But it really isn't a gacha game. You can play free-to-play on this. You really can. And I actually get more legendaries from free-to-play than I do from paying. But I do try for characters I really want. But yeah, this game's a legit game. And it's fun. But Guardia is... And I know they had to focus on Abyss 4 because everybody wanted it, and they wanted to, their word's their word, they're going to get it out by Christmas. And what I've heard, it's awesome. Will I see it in the next 3 months? Probably not, because Guardia sucks. I mean, it really needs, it's not fluid. It's not fluid, and it really needs to be.
The requests are this way.
In my opinion, and like I said, I'm an old man, what do I know?
Oh my. Safe travels.
But I love the Abyss 1 after the encounter. I mean, that just brought me right between Knight of Diamonds and Legacy. And what happened there, and it was such a more grander scale that Dracom did, that whoever made that and whoever came up with that idea, it was fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Hands down. And it endears people to the game. And it's so amazing. I've got 4 minutes to get this done, so can we do it?
Don't you know I go all out? My grand flourish.
He's gonna strike me. Hopefully he doesn't knock anybody down, but... Okay, we gotta get... Ouch. Okay, we gotta get Balgriff on right now. Hi, baby. Thank you, princess. 2 kitties. Okay, heavy attack. Okay.
Zirith Lygoth. Salik.
There you go. All right. And we're looking at 3 minutes before 9, so we'll find out if the... I hope so too. I heard it was amazing. I really heard that it was fantastic. And, you know, what I'm worried about is the people behind me that are just starting now that are, you know, hopefully a lot of the stuff that I experienced, they did fix and didn't say anything and just got it done. Hopefully. But I have videos on JJ Plays Wizardry of, you know, 3 that were really, really brutal. And it just, and they're long form and nobody sees them because my videos don't get shown, my shorts do. So it just, you know, it's just one of those things.
Safe travels.
But the game itself and what Dracom's done, and Dracom really cares about the customer, and
This room's the most
they have a lot of respect for me. I really respect them. I do bitch about Guardia. I don't like it. The storyline's great. It's just all the bugs they experienced and they didn't fix them. And, you know, like coming out of the Baron's room, hit W twice by accident, ran right through the wall into the Zone 10 Harkonnen, touched the Zone 10 Harkonnen, now I'm in a locked room with a freaking Zone 10 Harkonnen, which you shouldn't get until after you hit the gatekeeper, I think 2 times. Not the first time, because what happens after that, I don't want to tell anybody or spoil it. But I mean, just absolute, and then I had to freaking roll back and wheel back again, and you know, I've done these damn quests except for the water quest, the water hall quest.
Come stay anytime.
The Sistren. That's the only one I never did so far. I've done all the others, and they all pop up again, and I gotta do them again. I'm so. I mean, there it is. There it is. There it is. It is 9 o'clock, so we did get the maintenance. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate that. I really do. And, you know, I am who I am. I try to do the right thing. And I been fortunate. My parents taught me to be well-rounded, but to remember where I came from. And I represent my parents every day. And they passed away. And in 97 and 99, I was adopted, and I do know my birth mother, and she's still alive, and I do talk to her. But my parents were my parents. She knows that, but I wouldn't be here without her. And found out that my heritage was Canadian and German, French Canadian, France and Germany, and then French Canadian. And out of the blue, when I was 44, I decided to play hockey. And for 6 years, I just wanted to know if I could do it. And played in the club leagues, went to a city championship once, twice. 3 times we got the semifinal, lost the other 2. And I got to play in the Easter tournament in Delta, BC, British Columbia, in Canada against real Canadian skaters. I got 2 goals and 2 assists. And it was the greatest experience I've ever had. And I decided to learn how to skate and how to play hockey. And so I've always had an open mind on stuff. And for me, you know, with the games and everything, I do have a lot of experience in games. And I love to play them. It does affect me when I see bugs in them. And it, you know, I want a fair playing field, you know, for everybody. Especially in online games where people cheat, it pisses me off, you know. And a game this good, this well done, and then they've got the situation in Guardia right now. And it's frustrating to me. But to anybody that listens to me, I'll tell you, it's the best Wizardry ever made. And it's a great game. And you will enjoy it. You will love it. But there's certain things like the copper exam that's way too hard. It's way too strong. And I know you're preventing people to actually get there to experience, you know, Abyss 4 totally and get done with it and then have nothing to do and wait for Abyss 5. I do understand the concept. But to pack on freaking 4 sub-bosses with tons of HP and tons of evade, and you can't hit them, you run through all your skills, your magic points, spend 2.5 hours taking all 4 out, and by the time you get there, you got half hit points, no skill points, no mana points, no mana potions, no skill potions, you've used all your scrolls, and in 5 minutes, you hit the necrocore and you're done. And it's over. You know, it just boggles my mind. Certain things like that, but what Dracom's done is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I mean, and they care about us. I've never seen, and I played Raid. I have never seen a game company give back to the player base as Dracom does. And I think the North American players bitch too much, and I'm one of them. But I'm an original player. Doesn't make me special or nothing. It really doesn't. I was just fortunate to play Certex games when they came out. And we probably are too strong in our opinions at times. But we still play the game, so we must love it. And we want it to be better. And so that's my take on it from the standpoint of why I'm upset at Guardia. It shouldn't be freaking since September. What? September, October, November, December, January, February, March. And I haven't even completed the second run. Really, really difficult. Especially with the bugs. You know, I played it for a long time and I liked it. And I like the top-down games too. You know, I played Bard's Tale and I've played so many games. I mean, I really have. And I did a game back in the 90s. So, you know, and I hired the programmers and I met Wizards of the Coast and at ANCON, which was our genre. And I went to lunch with them and I bought 5 booster packs of Alpha. And they told me they had a misprint. I said, uh-oh. And they showed me. So they went to a different printer. So the beta came out, it was more curved, you know. They went to a different printer and I go, dude, this game's gonna blow up. And that was at ANCON, and they released at Gen Con, which was in Milwaukee that year, and that's when it blew up. And I saw them a month earlier. And we were both from Washington State, so they even came to a Spokane convention and they wanted my artist. And for some reason he wouldn't do it. And I told him go for it. He's that good. But he was a pencil art drawer, so he wasn't, you know, but he could do caricatures, he was so gifted. Dude was so gifted. And he didn't listen to me. So, but from that standpoint, I made 3 sets of it, and I didn't know how popular it was really going to be. And 8 months later, I bought a WinStar and made $25,000 off that deal. Had to put it in my taxes, and so now they're worth 1.3 million or 1.5 million apiece. I didn't keep those. I should have kept one, and I didn't. And then on top of it, I do have the unlimited set, so I still have that. But, you know, and I have the gold set as well, the gold cards, you know, that you can't play with. But I do know a little bit about games. Just a little bit. But I thought Raid was pretty good. I mean, but it's a huge gotcha. And it just got to the point where I was putting too much money into it. And I was just tired of it. And I was thinking, man, I got to get back to basics. I'm spending too much money. I had the money. I wasn't going hungry or not paying my mortgage or whatever. I mean, I had the money. But the situation with this game, if you're a free-to-play player, you know, you're going to get 2 or 3 pulls a month, usually 2, sometimes more if they have a situation where they made a mistake and they give even more bonus to the player, and they do that. I mean, if you look back at certain situations, and obviously the new update with the character is going right now, so I'm going to have to turn this off here. But if you look at one issue, every game, every online game, every multiplayer game, every solo game, when the company nerfs something, right? You know, there's reasons why they do it. But when somebody nerfs something, player base usually loses their shit, right? They freak out. And how many companies actually give you freaking, what was it? It was something like 2,000 or 4,000 gems. It was 2,000 gems. Then the engine was another 2,000 that they did, the new engine. And I think it was 500,000 gold. I mean, it was crazy. It was cool. I thought it was amazing what they did. And they do that almost every time. They're so consistent. Every time they do a maintenance. Total respect. And total respect for me because, man, where have you seen that before in any other game? And this is a gacha game and they're doing that. Total respect for the players. And they do stuff for the anniversary event was freaking phenomenal. The rewards we got from situations that happened, and really the customer service started kicking in about July, and I started playing in May. So I really noticed it in July, August, September, October. I had like 6 different polls in freaking August, and 6 polls again in September, and another 5 in October during the anniversary, and the events were fantastic. Christmas event was very, very strong. I mean, everything that they've done for the player base, and a lot of people should be really appreciative of that. Now, with certain things that I'm critical about, I'm outspoken, and it does piss me off. It really does. But from a standpoint of respect for what Dracom's done with this title, hats off to them. I mean, they've kicked ass. They have really, really, really rocked it. Now, if they fix Guardia, it'll be even better. But, you know, that's having playtesters go through, play the freaking game, and play it all the way through the 2 or 3 times you need to go through it. And make sure there's no freaking bugs in there, because that storyline is elaborate. And if a bug comes up and players have to freaking use the wheel and lose all their progress, that is going to kill players more than anything. Acquitted, how you doing? Yeah. Let me go up first and then I'll get to Acquitted. Let's see. I also remember when they nerfed Marianne's Inherent and gave everyone all those resources to pull any general character. Yeah, those green gems. And even now, you know, free-to-play can get probably 4,000 gems just by playing a game. Because if you think about it, you know, you get the 10 every day from the jeweler, you know, then get the 20 for the daily, that's 30, so 30 days, that's 900 gems. Then they give you every maintenance either 200 or 300. So if that's 4 weeks and sometimes 5 weeks, that could be anywhere from 800 to 1,200 to 1,500 gems there. Then you've got the 200 gems you get from weeklies. Then you have the events. Almost every week a new event comes in. That's another 200 to 300 gems. And then on the daily rewards and the special rewards, sometimes you'll get 500, sometimes you'll get 1,600 gems from that. So from a free-to-play standpoint, that's not like any other gacha game, in my opinion. Now, on the same sense, I actually buy what I want when I want it, but that doesn't guarantee me I'm going to get it, right? But the same thing that I know when I do that, I'm making that decision as an adult. I mean, number one, but I know it gives back to the company that gives them more money to be able to do more things and better content. So it's a way to give back. And I don't mind the money I've spent on this game because I'm an original Wizardry player and I love Surtak. And I was really skeptical when somebody told me about it, and I didn't know until May. I didn't even know about the phones that it came out, October, the year before in phone, and all I knew was about the computer on Steam. So I was skeptical. I thought it was going to be in all subtitles. So I watched some Japanese streamers, and they were really good, but I couldn't understand them because I'm ignorant, so I only know English. But I was watching what they were doing and watching how I played them. I was like, holy crap, that is really cool. And then when I, punched in US and all of a sudden it's in English and everything's in English and it was freaking perfect and it's 5-star character voiceovers. I was like, you gotta be kidding, man. This is fantastic. And this is a gacha game. I mean, I was really, really, really impressed. So then when the game came out and they went, hey, we're not going to release new content until we fix these critical bugs, they left a big impact in my eyes. Yeah, I agree, but they missed a lot. If you look at my YouTube content on JJ Plays Wizardry, you'll see some really freaking nasty bugs that are in Guardia right now. And to tell you the truth, Abyss 1 and Abyss 2 are freaking fluid. They are great. But the Abyss 3 storyline is a ramp up. It's more difficult, and then you put bugs in the mix, and then you had the map wipe, the personal map wipe, and that probably caused some too. And granted, maybe people coming behind don't see that because, they never experienced that part. Maybe they don't see that. The other thing is, I noticed that I finally played my phone one day, it was a couple weeks ago, and there's certain bugs right now in the game that I know about on computer that aren't on the phone, which is, something that is kind of crazy. Well, I totally understand it, but I mainly watched you on Twitch before, but I switched over to YouTube. No worries. I do get ad revenue on Twitch, but I appreciate whoever's watching. I really don't get a lot of Twitch viewers anymore. I get more on YouTube, but I need 1,000 subs to be monetized, and so it's probably never going to happen. But with I do get about $50 every other month from Twitch. And, I appreciate you guys watching wherever you watch. And then Somnio said, glad to see you here, acquitted, and feelings mutual. And then let's see, there really isn't many English Daphne players, so I'm glad to see you repping. It's I'm on that Facebook page, and there's over 1,000, 3,000. I don't know if they're all playing still, but there seems to be. But with that, it seems like everybody forgot about Surtak. I mean, it's crazy. And the original games, I played them at the time, and so I know things like in the event, and I had this major thing happen. My cat got sick, and thankfully he's okay 100%, but it was 2 weeks. I went to the vet twice. He had 104-degree temperature. He was lethargic. He's only 6, so is Princess. They're both Shadow and Princess. But got that handled. The day after, my tub fills up with poop and my toilet fills up. They both overflow. Get the plumber there, and they realize down in the access room below my house, the main sewer line broke. And it may have been broke for months. And raw sewage all the way into, it didn't go to anybody else's house. And I've got an attached house on this side, but not on that side. But that was $8,600. Luckily, I'm retired and I can afford it. But it was a big hit. Hazmat came out, and that was a couple weeks ago. And they're coming out on the first finish. But they cleared the area so the plumber could fix the pipe, and he did. But there's been, my one medicine I take, Majerno, I lost 63 pounds. And I have diabetes too. And now I'm almost, really low A1C now, which is a great thing. But found out that, with my insurance, my deductible changed, so it was $1,200. So this was all in the same thing, and I got taxes. And I just called and delayed, and I'm asking for a stay on my taxes so I can get it done next quarter. So it's just been freaking brutal. But with that, I'm okay. I'm able to handle it. And this to me is more like a hobby. I come on every day. I try to do the best I can. But it's also my social time. So it's the thing that I love to do, the games I love. So I play chess. I'm pretty good at it, face to face. In online chess, speed chess, I'm not a good speed chess player. I never played it. I started back in 1969, 1973, 74. I was number 1 board, 1648 USCF. And then with all the games that I played, Wizardry always had my heart with Surtech. It was the first game I've ever really played. And I never did even try to play Zorks or Apple Adventure. I maybe tried it one night each, and it was Wizardry from then on. So, the biggest thing that I see with this game is that you can tell the people that make it really care about it and care about the people that play it. That is one thing that I see that's, you got to have mass respect for, absolutely mass respect for. But I do think that the attention to Abyss 4, and they wanted to make that thing perfect, I really think they need people to go in and play that damn thing in Guardia from start to finish, every run, and make sure that it's clean. Because it's such a ramp up from Abyss 2. And for me, it was really disappointing when I ran into the bugs that I ran into. It really got me really upset. And Wizardry is always, you feel all sorts of emotions in Wizardry. And, I remember back in the day when I couldn't get by a puzzle, and there's no freaking internet back then. And I had to think about it. I even used encyclopedias and shit to get by it. And then I found I had a spelling error on an answer. I kept spelling it wrong. It took me 3 weeks to figure that out. I was pissed. I was like, Jesus. That's my bad. It's my bad. But you know what I'm saying? So, it really is, it's a game of the year, and I think in the gacha field. I think honestly, Arc Raiders is the game of the year overall. What they did was phenomenal. Real physics, real sounds. That was crazy how good that's a generational game. But for Wizardry Variants Daphne, I think that it's the best Wizardry ever made without a doubt. And it really deserved to be the best gacha game of the year. I mean, it blows all the other titles away. The depth of it, the storyline, the voice acting, the actual content. I mean, it's a top-notch game. Have I tried contacting support about your bugs? Each time I've talked to them, they've gotten back to me quickly. Granted, I don't usually like the answers I get from them, but they do answer. I have a weird thing about that. I put them on YouTube, so hopefully they would look at people that are showing their content. But in my opinion, I'm just a customer, and I'm just a fan of Wizardry. I'm not their playtester. I'm their customer. And I love to play their game. And when I go on live and I bitch about this stuff when the bugs hit. And, people disagree with me on here too, man. They think I go too off on it, but I'm not their playtester. They need to hire their own playtesters and fix this, and get it figured out. So I just went through Twitch in a situation that just happened for customer service. And I see the responses of the gems and everything they do and the comments that they make towards players from Dracon. I went through Twitch, and on my Twitch main page, all of a sudden, my clips didn't have a thumbnail, and they said made 2,025 years ago. So I went to the dashboard, and I looked up the clip dashboard, and the field, I know a little bit about programming, and the field where it says your channel name was completely wiped. The ones down below had the thumbnails intact and they were showing. And then the next field with the date went to a reset to year 1, December 31st. Year 1. So we're in 2026, minus 1 is 2,025 years ago. So they're all great. No thumbnails. Made 2,025 years ago. And they're all new, and I haven't taken them down. They're still up there. And then my February review came back, and I was on 21 days, and then I had this situation with the kitty, and then the massive break in the sewer main line under the house. And so I was gone for 3 weeks, and my February stats came back, review, 0. Everything was wiped. But then the last page had my 5 best live streams from February on, right? So I realized that there's other things going on with Twitch, and it's a bug, and it doesn't recognize your channel name. So I talked to customer service, talked to the lady, she called me, she emailed me, said, send me the pictures of what you're seeing. I sent it back, and all of a sudden she's gone, and now I'm dealing with somebody else. And they're like telling me, oh, your VODs delete after 30 days. You're an affiliate, so they delete. She's not even talking about the problem. And I'm like, did you even look at the fucking pictures? I mean, did you even look? And so I'm going round and round with them, and I send them again, and I even capitalized, words saying, check the name field. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Name field, the date field, told them exactly. I mean, I explained the whole thing. They came back with the same exact answer. They had no freaking clue whoever was responding. And then I finally said, "Are you even looking at the pictures and stuff?" And I was really, really respectful. I didn't freaking lose it. I swear to God I didn't call them retarded. I swear to God I didn't say they were licking the windows. Swear to God that I didn't suggest special ed classes. But I just said, are you actually looking at the pictures? And they said, after thorough review of your situation, this ticket is closed. So I went and I sat back and I was pissed. And I couldn't believe it. So I Googled the thing. And the same thing I told them, what the problem was, I put it on Google and I checked. Known Twitch problem. They knew the whole fucking time. They knew the whole time. Known Twitch issue. Now, one thing that I didn't know was people that view my channel, sub, or follow on Twitch do not see it. Only the content creator sees it. So it doesn't affect when people check my channel. They actually don't see the made 2025 years ago. But it could affect, based on the channel name not being recognized, your stats. It could affect viewers that watch you. And they knew the whole time. So I did write back. I don't even know if they read it because the ticket was closed, but it was in reference to that specific deal. And you guys knew the whole time. You gave me the runaround. You knew the whole flipping time. And I put the Google thing on there. And, God, you use your little claws. And I know you're trying to get my attention. And it's okay. Here's my best buddy. He got really sick, but he's fine now. Me and my best buddy. He my ride or die. He's my shadow. He follows me everywhere. He's such a good kid. So, that type of customer service, Draycon fucking rocks them out of the park. But I'm not going to be their playtester. They should know about these bugs. And, you know what I'm saying? Acquitted. But I hope, it's just one of those things, I do love the game. I think it's amazing. And, I'm sorry tonight that I didn't realize that the maintenance, I know they delayed it. I heard it last night. And, it's obviously there's, if I hit this, it's too tidal. Cats are greater than customer support. They are. This one says my name, John. He really does. He calls me by name. He's the talker. He knows about 4 or 5 words, 6 words. Really good kid. So I'm glad he's okay. I was very scared. Thanks, Quid. I appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, I would hope that everybody does understand it. It just, but I do love the game. Don't get me wrong. I really do. I think the game's amazing. And if you guys haven't played it, those people that are watching now, you should try it. And you won't experience it until Abyss 3. Maybe by the time that you do get there, I mean, this is a long-term game, overtime game. And, man, you can get 2 or 3 pulls a month free, and the legendary percentages are way better than any other gacha game. and all you have is commons, rares, and legendaries. So I think I'm only missing a few characters, a few legendaries from the original. And I started May, so. But I've been really impressed, and the voice acting is so good. The ambience, the experience, the actual storyline. The storyline of the Otherworld dungeon, I wish I could have got through it. But I just had all this real life stuff going on, and I got through the 3 red dragon attacks, and then I got the purple dragon, but I never got to attack it. Or the black dragon, my bad, the black one. And I just didn't have time. And I thought the storyline was great. And the one thing that I wanted to say about that was, if you read when Llylgymn comes back and explains to you about Legacy and Llylgymn, there's a paragraph in there, and I put a short up about it where I was talking about it, but I am an original player, and I remember when I put my 5 1/4 in the floppy disk and my save characters, and the story came up because Legacy was a standalone game. Knight of Diamonds was an expansion, was not a standalone game. You had to have Proving Grounds to play Knight of Diamonds. Legacy was a standalone. So people that got into Wizardry at Legacy, they never saw the storyline, I don't think. But when we put our characters in, the story was that they had all died. And I mean, I was in shock. And then you've got the Abyss 1 story, which we won't talk about because new players may be watching, and how epic that was after you beat the boss the first time. How epic that was, and your mouth dropped. Same thing by Surtec. Not on as big a scale. And we got some of the stats that ported over. We got some of the equipment. Knight of Diamonds equipment didn't port over. I was bummed. I really wanted that stuff. I loved the Knight of Diamonds equipment. But I got over it. I was a little pissed. I was hoping for bat loots and more levels and more spell levels. It was, you're all dead. Your descendants are now taking the... They have the same names and stuff, but, you know, I mean, your descendants are taking your shit. They're level 1, but they did get, you know, stats and some equipment. But still, I was like, dude, that was brutal. Diet Pepsi, by the way. So, I mean, it was brutal. And that was enduring to Wizardry, you know. And now, you know, Dracom has done one up, and I mean, they've done a fantastic job. But I still think Guardia sucks because of the bugs. I really do. It's just been like pulling teeth to play. So we're gonna go out today. What would you guys like to see me do? Since this patch maintenance won't be ready until 2.5 hours, maybe 3, and I can go to Arc Raiders. I can play Wizardry Proving Grounds, the old game, or I could just come back on Saturday afternoon and do it again. What do you guys think? Insomnio quiz. We had Reckless in. Had a lot of people in tonight. Very much appreciate you guys. Very much appreciate you guys. Says I have 3 viewers in Twitch. There's nobody there. Oh boy. Been brutal. But I was gone for 3.5 weeks, so, you know. So anybody still listening to me ramble on YouTube, or you guys gone? It was nice to meet you, Somnio. Gotcha. And he quit it. It was really nice to meet you guys both. I don't know if you're still there. I might rambled my life away here. But it looks like I forgot about that. The patch was delayed one day. Okay, you quitted. All right. Let's go to the Proving Ground I'll play it a little bit. I'll probably play my all characters instead of my... I've already gone to level 9. I'm already there. I just need to level them and just go through, but... Let's see. These are not my number 1 guys. Let me go to the tavern. I just want to look. Oh, I got a full roster. That's right. So let's see. I just want to go through. These are my top guys right now. 14s. And as you can see, I level up everybody, just like I do in Wizardry, Barry and Daphne. But these are backups, so we'll just kind of be really careful with them because I don't want to lose them. So I've got a bishop, I've got a priest, and what do we got here? I think we got a mage, 2 fighters. Been a while since I played. So we'll just go into Wizardry. Proving Grounds. This is by Digital Eclipse. They actually did a great job on this. By the way, this is the interface that we all saw on our Apple II Plus. They also made it for the Commodore 64 as well. So this was the interface, so it does work. So Digital Eclipse put that in. It's a great touch. I am not going to camp and cast my Melwat. Let's see here. Let's go for an early encounter. Not a lot of chance of dying, so then I'll kind of move through the dungeon a little bit. Want to get these guys up as a backup group for the others. Once I go down to floor 10, I've mapped out all the floors. It was amazing. I remembered all the way to the elevators to 4 and where things were, and that was, what, 40 years ago? I mean, holy crap. 30 years ago? Let's see, what was it? It was 1981. 91, 2001, 2011, yeah, 45 years ago. Crazy. Now these are undead, but the back are live, so I can cost a spell here, but I am going to go for my first fighter is going to go on row 1. My second fighter is going to go row 2. And if you look, these were the choices here, and that was what we saw. We never saw anything like that before. Yeah, you know, it's. I wish they had Knight of Diamonds add on to it, but it's fun. But Wizardry Variants Daphne makes this game look like a tiddlywinks. But they put amazing graphics on it. This is what we saw in the bottom right corner, right there. So I don't know if you can see that. If I hope my screen is. Yeah, I think you can see it. Anyway, my thief is probably going to go back row 2. And then I've got 2 chances to spell the front row. Don't get any experience from that. And I'm going to defend with my mage. And they were killed. There's a block, there's a run, and there's a death. So just take it kind of sweet and easy. And we'll inspect a thief. 95 certainty, no trap. So you disarm the chest with the thief, and I'm going to always pick teleporter because that was the worst freaking trap ever. And you could be teleported into solid rock and your whole party dies, and you can't recover them. So there was no trap, but I always pick that just in case, because if it says it didn't work, that means it's a fucking teleporter. And also the map restarts after you do it, which is a little bit annoying, but I've got all the maps mapped out. I'm gonna go into these we'll go down to the 4th floor here pretty quick. Maybe the 5th. We got kobolds and we got orcs, so 1, second fighter 2, third fighter 1, and let's see. We'll go big fire on 1. And I think I want to for a save, because I didn't cast my defense spell that lasts the whole encounter. But the graphics are really good. You know, for what the game was, they made it look outstanding, I think. And your bottom right corner, of course, is what it looked like to us. But we'd never seen anything like it before, so it was freaking amazing to us back then. And we'll defend. Fight. Turn-based. And basically based on D&D. Very cool. Very cool. So inspect. We will disarm chest. And no trap. I go teleporter just in case. Okay. Only 6 gold points. Gold pieces. They don't get a lot. Yeah. So we'll go to the elevator. Man, I know this. It was amazing how much I remembered. I mean, it was just amazing. Now I'm going to camp. And Big shield. -2 AC bonus for the whole expedition. So now, with the purple flame instead of the yellow flame, I can see secret doors. I am not going to go to 9 with this group. They couldn't handle it. And we'll go to floor 4. But Wizardry Variants Daphne had a new update character and patch tonight. So I am doing Wizardry Proving Grounds and Mad Overlord for y'all. Now this is where the other elevator is. And if one character finds the blue, one group finds the blue ribbon, they all get it. So, dragonflies. These are dragons, so you gotta be really careful. Hey, 10. I don't know. I'm waiting for that too, but I forgot. I'm sorry. I read it yesterday that it was going to be delayed and came on and only got about 30 minutes. I did my dailies. And don't know, Tien. Not sure. So we're playing Proving Grounds right now instead of Wizardry Variants Daphne. And I apologize, but that patch won't be done until midnight my time. So we go 1, 2, 3. I am going to do. I only got 1, 3 left, so I think we'll go darkness on these guys, and then. I have different spells. This is of course pre-spells, and I think we're good. I am just gonna. I'm gonna still air on them, and then we'll go with the big cast. They're fire, so what takes out fire? Blizzard, snow, ice, and it should be gone. Ooh, frick, they got it off. Damn it. Didn't kill anybody. Damn. They are tough. How much damage did we get? And let's see here. We'll go to healing spells. Do I got any? Only Dios. Hit him again. And in the updated version, which it says the spells don't cast if they're dead. So in the old version, if you cast it, it was gone. Poison needle. Okay. Now I could check it with the priest. I could go Calfo. There's mention of it in Wizardry Variants Daphne. And I think we'll do Poison Needle here. And we got through it, but I will show Calfo what that was. It's not in Wizardry Variants Daphne yet, but it'd be cool if it was. And maybe we got a bard coming that can cast it. Who knows? Not going to go down deeper than 4. 4 is tough enough, so. I remember this place. The alarm said I'm gonna hit it off. The very next move is gonna be a battle. And then the monster allocation center, and then the treasure room. And in the treasure room, you can get anything from the dungeon, and it is brutal sometimes. And these master ninjas, holy crap. Okay. Suddenly, a loud alarm bell can be heard. Then the bells stop and are replaced by that sounds of Guardian monsters. The party gets the idea that they're in big trouble. We are. Now, I can go through here and get the encounter, which usually is spiders, or I can turn around. So we're going to go towards the... I'll hit that room on the way back. But we're going to go to the treasure room here. And... brutal, boring bugs are freaking killers. And of course I didn't heal up. I should have rested. That was my fault. I could die here. If you die, you're done. Go for one of those spiders. No spells. So surprise the monsters, huh? Let's see. We'll go defend. No spell. Gonna take it in the chin. Okay, here we go. Try to get these boring beetles out, man. They're brutal. Okay, everything I got at him. Fire on 2. We're gonna hit with, man, do I want to use a 5? Go 1. And then we'll hit with the Mahalito on the... Should we... I think we need to get those boring beetles out of there. Hopefully the spiders will go down. Not poison me. I'm very excited to see what the new character's like, given the Bard aesthetic. I'm hoping they have some nutty buffs or synergies. I think you might be right. So far, I'm okay. Haven't died yet. Trying here. No, I was just thinking not too long ago that the lack of giant spiders in Daphne is a bit surprising how much a fantasy staple they are. Yeah. What's really cool is the bestiary in that Digital Eclipse made after you get out of the game and you hit the escape bar like you're going to exit, and there's a full bestiary. And you need to identify to get more and more information what the loot type is, and it's based on D&D, so I mean it's really fascinating. And the pictures and the story actually updates too, the more you identify. Now I've identified some of these, haven't all of them, but it's really, really cool. You know, I played the Baldur's Gate series. I haven't played I'm on the 3rd act in Baldur's Gate 3, but first 2 I got by. That boring beetle, man. I'm just worried about that damn thing. I think we'll do it this way. Got no spells. Put him to sleep. This is not my number 1 team. Do we have anybody poison? I don't think we do. So doesn't have really attack spells much at all. And I think we'll go a little fire here. On 2. I think we're good. But it's all turn based. It's actually pretty cool. Oh, it didn't get him. Did not get him. But you see the order of what they're going at. Nobody died. I got through it. Good day. It's going to be rougher on the next one. Looks like ticks on that thing. What was interesting, I bought a TSR 80 color monitor from Radio Shack, and the actual loot and the pictures were in color, not the black and white. And I removed my green screen and put the TSR on the Apple II Plus and used the color monitor. It was smaller than the green screen, but I liked it better. I liked the color. We only got about 4 colors. So we're gonna camp. Now this is the thing with this. So we go to pre-spells, got 6 deals. So we're gonna, it's all D&D rolls. So decent roll there. And you have to do it, oops. You have to do it, where to go? Oh, back, it went back to mage, sorry. Good, I got a +2 roll. So, old interface, back in 1981. This is updated, of course. So it's playable now. Got a 7 roll, that was sweet. But D&D to the max. Still got 3 spells left, and I have my pre-spells there too, but I might as well cast these, get rid of them here. There we go. Four points. Do I have 1? No, I don't. And I don't have a heal. So let's hit the deals. You have 7 tiers of spells. Every odd level, you gain a spell tier. So at level 13, you can get all 7. Bards, lords, samurai, they had multiple different types of spells, like druids and I believe samurai were mages, lords were priests, druid was multi-class, so they didn't get as high a spell tier. You really had to level them extremely high to get that. And my number 1 group here has cleared the whole dungeon to 9. I haven't jumped down in the hole yet because they're only level 14s and a couple are 13s. So I want to be at least 17 before I go down there. And I want to have a backup that can go down there and get out. So that's why I'm leveling these guys. And we were doing Wizardry variants Daphne tonight, but I forgot about the update. And the update's going till 12 midnight my time, maybe 12:30. Have you ever tried any of the recent Pathfinder games? Like those Infinity Engine games, I think you'd be blown away by how far those games pushed the genre. I haven't done the Pathfinder games. Baldur's Gate, what was the other one, the big one that was popular last year that was with the giant bosses, and you had to roll and throw, and I bought that one too, and I played it. I think I got to level 40 before I stopped playing it, but it was really cool. And they had an expansion just recently out for it. Can't remember, but I played a lot of games, but I didn't play the Pathfinder ones. But yeah, there's some amazing games out there. Blows everything else away. But since it's Wizardry Day, I wanted to, go back to the Proving Grounds of Mad Overlord since the update for Wizardry variants Daphne. I was going to go into Guardia and try to get some progress. So I think we're ready. And Monster Allocation Center. And back in that old interface it wrote right there, that's where everything happened. Treasure rooms on the other side. The reason I got so much money in gold pieces was, first time I did this, I believe was a ring and it was cursed, and I put it on and it was worth 1. And of course, not a druid, bishops. What am I talking about? It's bishops. I always mix it up. Bishops can identify. So once you get a bishop up there to be able to identify, you don't need to use a trade post. And whatever the trade post identifies, that is the worth value of the item. So you never really make money if you use a trade post to identify. So by having bishops in the game to identify, I always have 2 backups. So I don't usually run them in my main party, but in this backup group I do have it, and they can identify on the spot. And you make money that way. Well, my really good bishop identified that ring, and it was a deadly ring, death ring, and it was worth a shitload of GP. I think it was 500,000 or 250,000, something like that. So I equipped all my backup characters and all my main characters. Pretty cool. This is going to be a nasty. This is going to be the big nasty right here. Fuck, I knew. I knew. Hi, Ninja. Don't surprise me. Okay. We got to get that guy. That ninja's got to go. And the mage has got to go. And I think we're leaving the priest who could do some damage. So let me look. Not going to do it. We'll go darkness. Going to do it on the priest in the back row. This is going to be... Man, that's all I got with this character. Forgot. Let's see. Yeah, we're not going to do it that way. Man. These characters are really, truly backups. Well, I'm going to have to hit one. I'm going to have to hit one of the mages. And we're going to have to go... Man, I don't think it's going to take down those priests, and that mage is going to fire me up. So I'm going to have to hit the mage. We'll see. Man, they didn't do damage to the ninja. Oh, the ninja's going to get attack in here. Didn't die. Good. Oh, man. Gonna be tough. Alrighty. Still in the game. Still in the game. Okay, let's see here. Ninja's hiding in the back. Not going to do much. Gonna have to hit that frickin' ninja and just hope. Hit Frost King on the first one. Didn't get him. Yo, got the ninja. I'm happy about that. Don't let him cast. Ooh. Frost King. Got lucky. Not bad. It works like D&D original Thaco. Yes. Yep. Totally works on Thaco. And Wizardry was based on D&D. And a lot of the games like Baldur's Gate and everything else. Yeah. To hit armor class of 0. I played D&D as well. The tabletop dice. Okay, I'm hurting. Don't have a lot of heals with these guys, so I am going to camp. But that was good experience. So I think she's out of heals. Yeah, she is. Let's see, I don't think she's got... She needs level 11 to get the next level. Yeah. So, what do you got here? Level 4 spells 1. And Dios I've got 8. So, man, got some hurt units here. Gonna have to do a little bit better than that. Only 13, that's okay. One more. Only 5 points. Solid D&D. 3 points, that sucked. So we'll try it at 1 point. Try to use the 6 spells, get him back safe. And when you get hurt like this, it's good to go out of the dungeon. You don't push it. You don't speed run Wizardry. Not the original games. Just don't do it. Get it close enough that we can 38-44. Get the fighter up a little bit. Damn one. Not good rolls. Okay, so Thief is hurt. And this is my out. This is it. Oh, dude. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Vorpal bunnies. This is where Holy Grail came in. That movie, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, came out first. And that Surtech made these Vorpal bunnies because of that. Alright, so kill those bunnies. Okay, and I don't think she's got... all she's got is darkness, so there's... I'm going to put them on the bunnies. And we will go... I can -2 AC for that. I might do that for the party. That'll help a little bit. And gonna go Lajito, and hopefully his bunnies won't kill us. Warbirds are tough. Ooh. There's a flea, there's a flea. Oh damn, 1 hit point left, you flea. You don't get experience for that either. So, we'll inspect. Thief, 95% chance. It's a teleporter. This could teleport me into frickin' Solid Rock, kill the whole party. And this is my backup character. So, I'm going to cast Calfo. Now, anybody that's watched Wizardry Youtube, Daphne, there's been reference by the characters about Calfo. And this is what they were talking about. My druid has a 6% chance. My priest has a 16% chance. But it also says teleporter. My druid. I keep saying druid. It's a bishop. My bad. It's a bishop. Why I say druid? I want a druid in game. All three say teleporter. All three of them. So, disarm trap. Failed to disarm it. Disarm trap. Woo! Got a staff. There's no +1 or +2 staffs in this game, which really sucks. Oh no, excuse me. There's no +1 or +2 robes in this game for mages, which really blows. Okay, and it's time to live another day. Poisoned. Didn't see that. Oh, it's a Vorpal bunny, I think. Can't cure poison with the bishop. I don't know if I can. No. Can she? Uh-oh. There we go. Spell points exhausted, so we're a little bit in trouble. No points. Okay. Well, that sucks. So, will I get out in time? Could have death here. got to be really, really slow and deliberate with the original Wizardry. 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. Okay. Oh boy. If I have to heal, I still got 1 heal left. And should be okay now. Okay. And we'll go visit the inn. And we'll hit shift. And everybody's healed and rested and back to normal. Now we'll go for items. Anybody got anything different here? I think we found something. Give to Charlotte. She can identify. Okay. Nothing. Nothing. Why is that? Oh, there we go, finally. Give the items. Of course, this is lower level stuff, so there's not going to be a chance of getting magic. That is something there. Stab Mogriff. No attack minimum, combat only, cast Mogriff on caster, provides -2 AC bonus for the encounter. Now if you put it on and it's cursed, it stays with you until you can get it off. And if you can't afford it, you never get it off. So all this stuff is extra. So we will go to trading post and sell it. Now everything you find in this trading post is what your parties and different parties has found. So there's nothing new that you can buy. You have to actually find it in the dungeon and bring it back. So, for example, that was the deadly ring. It's worth 500,000. It gave me, it was 250,000 that it gave me, and then I built it up after that. But that was huge. I got to identify that. But it's all based on what you can use. So we go to the priest. And this is the things that we've... There's the light spell for magic. Secret doors. And the wizard. No robes plus 1 or 2. Thief. I actually put that damn thing on. I think I had it for most of the freaking throughout the main game. I think I finally was able to pay for it to get it taken off my uncursed my character. Okay, here's the fighter. I think... I know I got a lord. I think she's a lord, if I recall. One of them's a lord, I think. One of them is. Dragon Slayers. And here's what. Played male +1. This is all what I found in the dungeon. So I have enough money, I can buy this stuff if I need it. Pretty cool game, pretty basic, but it was D&D and we'd never seen anything like it before. Now I've already got my other characters, my backup characters, so we'll go to the end. This is where you can inspect them. Still use my original Dragon Slayer from the first B&B event. Nice. Cool to see it all the way back in Proving Ground. Yeah, isn't that something? It really is very cool. And one of my main characters on my A group has one. And this is it too. +1 to hit, 1d10 +1 damage, 1 attack min. Double damage against dragons, protects against dragon attacks. And this is my lord character I'm bringing up. And neutral human samurai. The longsword 2 is actually better than the Dragon Slayer, but if there's a dragon, you're going against a dragon, especially on zone 10, you really need one. But +6 to hit, 1d10 +2, 3 attacks minimum. And for the thief, and this is all backup gear, backup characters. It's kind of cool. I did not get the first B&B event. I came in May, so I missed it. I wish I would have. I thought the freaking event was amazing. And the story about Llylgymn, when Luminardi told your main character, that was based on the fact that when we all came back and transferred our characters over from Proving Grounds to Knight of Diamonds, that the story came up when you booted up Llylgymn, that your characters had died and the descendants had taken their place. Pretty amazing. Of course, I wasn't really happy. I wasn't expecting that. But that's why they call it Legacy. It hit me in the side of the head. I was like, oh shit, that's why they call it Legacy. I was 25. Took me a minute. Took me a whole minute. So let's see here. Good dwarf bishop. I don't know why I keep saying druid, but bishops can identify items. And of course, in Wizardry Various Daphne, could you imagine having to identify every freaking item you got? So we'll probably never see bishops in Wizardry Various Daphne. Unless they come up with a great idea that nobody's thought of that we haven't. They probably could. They've done some great things with Wizardry Various Daphne. They've had some great storylines. I mean, this last quest, this is the first time I did it. I wish I would have had time. I wish all this stuff hadn't happened. But in the last 10 days, at least I got through the Red Dragon. And I still have to remember to use my coins. and get a Dragon Slayer. So this is my Good Elf Priest. And if you notice one thing, neutral and good can run together. Neutral and evil can run together. Evil and good cannot run together in the originals in Wizardry. And this is the mage and mage spells. And you can get a max of 9 in each tier. Level 13 will get you, it's every, so when you start at 1, you have level 1 spells, probably 2 or 3. And each time you level, you get a couple extra spells. And then when you get to level 3 or 2, when you get to level 5, you got tier 3. When you to level 7, you are tier 4. Level 9, tier 5. Level 11, tier 6. And level 13, tier 7. That would be cool. I totally equated. I think that's it would be cool if they did that. I wouldn't mind identifying specific boss drops. I love it if those gear drops were a bit more unique or potentially cursed, where maybe a bishop class would be effective. That would be really cool. No, I totally agree. So, and we didn't have a level. It'll show an arrow to level up. I did want to go to identify one thing. You have your abilities, tells your stats. And of course she has divine spells she can use too. So I haven't used them yet, but that's original Lord spells. Pretty cool. So then it's all based on up to 18 for the stats. So you got your items, your spells, no mage spells, only priest spells, abilities, and 9,000 points, basically, hit experience points to get to level 9. For lettuce, 136,000 needed for the human samurai. Level 11 though. And the spells, mage spells, tier 3. No priest spells, mage. Yeah. Another 21 plus 6, 27,000 experience to get to 11. And bishop is both. Bishop is both mage and priest. So abilities, and her divine's tier 2, her arcane is tier 3. And it goes to a max of 9 quantity. Once they run out, you better run back to camp, and you have to go out of the dungeon to refresh and camp and come back. And then, of course, she needs to be a level. I need another 13 priest. I've got 14 right now. That needs to be 15, but of course, when you're level 13, you get all the spells. So you want certain spells you're not guaranteed of it too. You could have 2 priests that are level 13 and have different spells in each tier, in certain tiers, in the higher level tiers. So you really got to watch that. And then, of course, 13 will give him a chance at Tilt-A-Watt, which I really want. So just, some have these spells that it's just random. It's based on D&D and rolls. Pretty cool, actually. So I am going to call her, and I apologize that it wasn't totally Wizardry Variants Daphne because of the situation with the update. I forgot that it was tonight. So I did want to show you something Wizardry, and I hope you enjoyed it. I am going to show what's really cool. This is something that I really, really like, and this is the bestiary. And what's interesting, you can identify items and critters, and the more you identify, the more the story changes and tells what it is. And not only that, but the group size, the resistance, these are unknown because I haven't identified it to that point. And what type of loot. So, undead kobold there. And these are all the critters I have run into in the game so far. I think that's a pretty cool picture. I really like that, the gas cloud. And the more you identify these and it's successful on the roll, then you'll get more information and more about them. There's not much known about them. So it's kind of cool that way. Of course, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. A little bunny rabbit, a cute little bunny. Have capybaras in the original game, giant toads, coyotes, level 3 priests, samurai, ninjas. We went up against a high ninja and survived. That was pretty cool. And we went up against werebears. Dragonflies as well tonight. Nothing new though. Thank God I didn't see him. They can take levels. Ogres. There's 2 types of huge spiders too. But we don't know much about them yet because I haven't identified. Were-rats are really cool looking. Boring beetles we did go against tonight. They are actually kind of brutal. Gas dragons. Usually they can be on level 4 too. They're usually with priestess. Swordsman. Huge spider again. 2 different types. Tech dog. Gargoyle, Grave Mist, Dragon Puppy, Werewolf, Shade. They can take levels from you, and you have to go to the temple and pay to get them back. But the one thing that they forgot to fix, which was in the original game as well, was if they take a level from you, and you pay the temple to get that level back, you get brand new attributes that add. I don't know if it did in the original game. Didn't notice, but I sure noticed it here that they messed up, and so it doesn't take away your attributes. So it actually adds to your attributes every time you get hit, which kind of sucks. They missed it. Now, it could be a universal game, and we missed it back then. Minor Daimyo, level 5 mage, level 4 thief, Killer Wolf, Spirit, another giant spider. We haven't got all of it yet. 3 types of giant spiders. Were-tiger, Medusa lizard. Well, you will find, based on Wizardry coming out, what their rendition of a certain critter is and what Wizardry's Digital Eclipse rendition. There's a level 6 ninja. It's kind of cool. Level 7 mage. A master thief. Major Daimyo. High priest. Champion samurai. Archmage, which we saw 2 of them. Actually, we know we saw level 7 mages here. Maybe we did see archmages. We saw archmages. I thought we saw level 7 mages, but I guess I was wrong. Master Thief, Gazehound. Overlord. Troll. Life Stealer. Of course, the vampires in Wizardry. Night Stalkers. They're nasty. Wervin. Level 8 Priest. Level 10 Fighter. Level 7 Mage. I like the level 10 Fighters. Level 7 Thief. Maybe that was a level 7 Mage that we saw. Level 8 Ninja. Earth Giant. Thought that was really cool. Lesser Demon. Very similar to the Wizardry Variants Daphne version. Chimeras. This is the Chimera for Digital Eclipse for Proving Grounds. Which I think is pretty interesting. They really did. He said they did a great job with the monster designs in this game. Also cool to see there was so much variety in the original. Yeah, there was a lot of variety. Those story entities on the bestiary are what Daphne's compendium is desperately missing. Yes. Yep. And each one has a story the more you identify it. Right now, you don't know. I haven't identified it. They did a really good job on this. They really did. Fire Giant, I thought that was really cool. And I actually got an identify off of it. I think there's 3 tiers of it. There's your Gorgon. A little different. Still cool in both games. Still cool in both games. And of course, it would look like a stick figure when we ran against it in the original Wizardry. So this is an artist rendition in Digital Eclipse, and Wizardry Variants Daphne is their artist rendition. So, I mean, it looked like, yeah, I don't know what it looked like back then, but there were some of them that made me laugh when they came up. And I have not identified this guy yet. Some type of priest. Pretty cool. And level 8 fighter. And of course, Murphy's Ghost, which is, I even remember where it spawned at on level 1 in the original. But anyway, can I marry the Fire Giant? Yeah, isn't that cool? Fire Giant's pretty cool. But I really thought, both games did a great job. And this game's, it's basic game. You got to remember it's a basic game. And it was, to us, we'd never seen anything like it back then. And it was just shock and awe. And now they got graphics to it, which is even more shock and awe. Because the graphics look like little stick figures, So I'm amazed how well they did back then with those graphics, is how giant pixels they were, but they did a great job. And the game was more about, for us, using our imagination of what we were seeing. Pictures showed something, but we're going, it's pretty cool. But I thought, a lot of these, and remember, D&D had the miniatures, A lot of these look like the miniatures from D&D, which is kind of neat. So I haven't even got to all of the critters yet. But anyway, that's Wizardry Proving Grounds and Mad Overlord. I was playing it tonight because there is an update patch, an upload tonight with a new character. The teaser looked like a bard. I don't know what the consensus is. Some people think it's a ranger. I think, if I recall right, it was... 10 came in tonight. I said hi. I remember saying hi. I forgot. And Samuel Gotcha came in tonight. That was really nice. And thought it was going to be a ranger. And probably correct. Because they only have 2. So, but maybe with special abilities. That would be interesting. Because you imagine having to get new items of different drops of musical instruments. Wouldn't that be interesting? I think that'd be really cool. So, thank you all for watching tonight. Sorry that I kind of spaced the fact that the update was going to be tonight. It's usually on Wednesday, and that's why I run on Thursday. But I will be back on Saturday for Wizardry. Tomorrow afternoon is going to be Arc Raiders, and tomorrow night's going to be chess. It is going to be a Friday night blitz. I'll have that up in the Discord tonight with the arena for Friday night. And tomorrow at noon, we're going to do Arc Raiders again. And I got a new Arc Raiders video short up. It was an apology because I accidentally killed somebody in game. And it was a crazy 1 minute short. And I was getting smoked, didn't know he was there, had no idea he was there. And as I came around the corner, I got knocked and I got into the extract. I went straight to the extract. And with the smoke of the explosion, and I did have glare. I gotta say, I'm not trying to make an excuse, but I had glare on my screen. You can't see it in that screen, but you can't even see him when you watch me in third person run in there. And he was below me and to the kind of to my left, and I ran in straight, hitting the button. Now, it was my fault. I should have saw him. I didn't see him. And so I ran hitting E to interact. And I thought I was hitting E to extract on the control panel. But what I actually was doing was hitting E to the guy on the ground, and I was knocking him out and killing him. And he lost all his shit. So I've got an apology up on that video. It's actually a really cool video. I was surprised how many views it got in the first 15 minutes. It was pretty good. Usually they get to 1,000 views, and then they die off. But and then YouTube stops promoting them. But because I'm a new channel, I only have I think 56, 58 subs. Gained 2 more from that video, but I wanted to make an apology just in case he saw it. And he checked my name, and of course on my profile on Steam it says that I'm a streamer, so he might have checked that. I'm sure he was upset. I mean, I probably would be too. But why'd you do that? I didn't see him. I really didn't. So I wanted to apologize, and it was my fault. So got that video up. I'll try to put some more videos up for Wizardry and for chess shortly in the next couple days. And thank you, Quid. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll try to run it every once in a while more. I used to run it on Mondays, but I took the day off. I needed the break, and so I'll run it more, maybe once a month or so, and put some vids up of it. But it's a good little game. It really is. And of course, this is way more visual than what we had in 1981. But it brought back memories, brought back good memories. I really like some of the things they put in here. The bestiary. I like the fact that I can toggle on and off old school what it was and the new school ideas. One of which is when you are surprised. They allowed spells, full spells, in the original Wizardry. So you get down to floor 10, you get hit by a bunch of mages and dragons, and you're dead before you got surprised, you're dead, you don't even have a chance. You got to go down and bring a group to get them back out of there. And that's what made Wizardry brutal. So I have it turned off in the new version. So I can't throw spells, they can't either. On surprise. So that's a really cool thing. Thank you everybody for watching tonight. I hope you have a great evening, and we'll be back at Saturday at noon for another Wizardry variants. Daphne be running in Guardia, my second run. And I've been there for frickin' ever. Thank you all. It was nice to meet you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Quid. Really cool to meet everybody. Thanks for coming in. Have a good day.